Welcome back to another episode of the Solid Rock Personal Training Show. I'm Coach Bob, and today I'm joined by Coach D, and we've got an incredibly important and powerful message to share with you about why only 7% of people ever reach their New Year's resolutions and what to do about it if you're one of the 93% of people that keep failing. And we're going to dive right into this. So Coach D, what is the number one reason why people continue to fail to reach their New Year's resolution goals?
The number one reason that people fail to hit their New Year's resolution goal is they don't have a plan and they don't set themselves up for success in the long run.
Yeah, and if you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail. Let's be real. So what should you do? Where should you start with your plan?
I would challenge you to start by writing down your goals. What do you want to accomplish in 2021? That's the year we're getting ready to roll into. And then I would challenge you to pick one thing that's most important to you and have that be the thing that you go attack.
I love that. And what did your mentor tell you? Because I think this is incredibly useful and powerful. What did he tell you?
So I had a mentor who told me, they said, Derek, you're 25 years old. If you pick one habit every single year for the rest of your life and you take 12 months to master it, so a year to master that habit, by the time I'm 40 years old, 45 years old, I'm gonna have a lot of good habits developed because you're only as successful as your habits.
Yeah, I love that. And even if you're a little older, right, that message can still apply to you because the habits you choose that are most important, you can stack those on top of each other and you can really find the best one to start with. So what are some of our key core habits that we teach at Solid Rock that will really help people pick a habit to choose, both people that work out with us already that are our members and maybe people considering joining?
Some of the key habits we have here at Solid Rock Personal Training is working out a minimum of 3 times a week. I would challenge you to get to our strength classes at least 3 times a week. Another key habit is drinking half your body weight in ounces of water. The next one is consuming minimally processed, nutrient-dense foods. And the last one is portion control. So how much food are you actually taking in? Those are our 4 primary habits here at Solid Rock.
I love that, yeah. So let's go into 2 of those. And for those of you that are new to Solid Rock, just so you know, we're the #1 rated personal training studio in Norman, Oklahoma and in the Oklahoma City metro. And these are the things that our best clients do to get the best results. And they're the 7% that are actually reaching their resolutions goals while others continue to fail. So on the topic of minimally processed, nutrient-dense foods, what should people be doing? Like, how should they make sure they're eating enough of those nutrient-dense foods? If you don't mind diving into that, that would be great.
So to make sure you're getting enough of those nutrient-dense foods is controlling your portion. So for Coach D, for 2021, my habit that I'm gonna focus on developing is portion control. I've got the 3 times a week. I've got the water. I've got the minimally processed nutrient-dense foods, but now I need to control my portion because sometimes I often overeat more so than 90% of the time. So if you're a female, that would mean I want to consume a fist size of vegetables at a meal. If you're a male, 2 fist sizes. At a meal, I would want to consume a palm size of protein if I'm a female. If I'm a male, 2 palm sizes of protein. If I'm a female, a thumb size of fat. If I'm a male, 2 thumb sizes of fat. So if I'm talking about 1 thumb size of fat, let's use almonds for example, that's about 6 to 8 almonds. So it's not as much fat as you would think because oftentimes I see a lot of people over-consuming on their fat intake.
100%, yeah. And just so you guys know, we're not against macronutrients and all that stuff, but we think it's a massive distraction for what really gets you results for the long term. And we both do portion control, and we're both anywhere between 8 to 10% body fat year round, but it's because we've built it as a discipline in our lifestyle to help us, right? And you can do that too. So was there any other key information that people would need to know to pick from or to choose to make sure they got a good game plan?
Yeah, just a caveat of what Coach Bob just said about macronutrients and all these other diets. They're not bad things, but we talked about habits and we talked about a lifestyle and long-term health and wellness. Counting your macros all the time, counting calories all the time, that can burn you out and that can be very confusing and very frustrating at times where your hand's relative to your body size. It's something you can take with you to dinner. It's something you can have with you at home. It's something you can have with you on the go. So it's gonna keep you accountable to hit those numbers and you're gonna fall within your macronutrient, your caloric intake for the day if you're just following your hand size. So it just really simplifies it for you so you can stay on track.
100%. So you gotta have a plan. right? Is there anything else that you want to make sure that people get? Because we can help you get a plan together first and foremost. If you're a member at Solid Rock, or you're someone that's interested in joining our gym and getting the best shape of your life, we'll absolutely give you the game plan that you need that's personalized to you. Would you recommend that anybody does anything else?
Yeah, I would recommend you have a plan. I would challenge you, pick one habit you're gonna focus on for 2021. It could be getting to the gym 3 times a week. It could be consuming half your body weight in ounces of water a day. It could be consuming minimally processed nutrient-dense foods. That means shopping the perimeter of the grocery store, things like nuts, seeds, vegetables, lean cuts of meat. Or it could be portion control. If you're very advanced in your health and wellness, that portion control is gonna be probably that last habit that you're going to develop. I know it's not as sexy as this fad diet or losing 20 to 40 pounds by doing something super restrictive and doing some hardcore workout program, but this is gonna prevent you from going through that yo-yo cycle so you can set yourself up for success, so you can be the best version of yourself in the long run.
Love that, yeah. And if you're already a member of Solid Rock and you want us to sit down and help you do a personal plan to get ready for 2021, just text us at 405-571-9509, Success Session. If you're interested in joining our program and you've never been here before, text us to that same number and just text us Solid Start, and we'll help you get started, and we'll come up with a custom program for you as well. Guys, it would mean the world to both Derek and I if you shared this video, you liked it, you left a comment, and if you're consuming it on a platform that's podcast, if you left a review, that would help get the message out to more people. It would help us impact more people in our community and all across the world. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. We're gonna keep kicking butt. Let's rock.